So after so many months now, the Premier League have finally responded in some way to Newcastle United's takeover bid, the collapsed takeover bid, which resulted in Saudi Arabia and Public Investment Fund pulling out last month because they got sick of the fact there was no timeline on it. The Premier League almost hitting back this afternoon, finally, in a written letter. And basically they're trying to suggest that this could have gone to arbitration, which would have decided the whole matter entirely. And then, you know, it would have been up to the PIF to possibly face them in discussions about the whole piracy issue. But realistically now, for Newcastle fans, this is some clarity. It's the Premier League, we'll quote them, the Premier League saying that it was PIF who decided to pull out, and basically, you know, they hadn't rejected the deal. They basically just said that the owners and directors test would have to be decided by an independent panel, and then we'd have had the absolute clarity on it, which is it's left a lot of Newcastle United fans frustrated. And while that clarity is good to see now, it's a shame that it's come after, you know, so much pressure that, you know, the fans had to take it on themselves to sign the petition and get the MPs on board and all those things. It's a shame that it took that just to get a relatively simple answer out of the Premier League. They will maintain that it was all down to confidentiality and, you know, that they had to keep everything private for commercial matters. But a very interesting letter. The whole thing's now on the Chronicle website if you want to have a look. And yeah, it looks like this is the end of this situation. I know there's obviously talk of other takeover deals potentially coming the way of Mike Ashley, but at the moment this does feel like, you know, some closure on the situation. But we'll see where it goes next. I'm sure that, like everything else on this story, there'll be response and reaction to it all. But for now, we've finally got some clarity from Richard Masters in the Premier League in the form of a written letter.